All the learning and the brachot will be לעילוי נשמת גבריאל בן טוביו אקילוב רוח השם תנחם בגן עדן הוא וכל בני ישראל שוכבים עמו בכלל הרחמים והסליחות וכן יהי רצון ונאמר אמן. Says Rav Yosef, page 200 and Bechor, page 201. 201. Did it? 202 net, 201. No, I am in 201. I am preparing you the class every time, and I'm ahead. Yeah, so I'm in already with you 160.
No, 70 something.
Yeah, 183.
183 with it. You guys, I'm checking on you. Are you catching me or no? Okay, 179. Yeah, we're in the morning. 179. I prepared until 201. With you, I'm in the 179. Says Rav Ovadia, is it prohibited to do borer with rotten grapes from this cluster? Before do you remember? Let's refresh our memory. Can you do borer in the same kind? You have big apples and you have small apples. I don't want to serve the guests with small apples. I want them to be respected, with big pieces of apples, big apples. Can I separate the small apples away from the basket of the big and the small apples? Can I remove the small apples? Why?
Because the same kind.
Same kind, very good. The laws of borer only starts whenever there is a mixture of things. Whenever there is no mixture of things, the laws of borer does not apply. Good? Now, Bechor, what if you have two black socks? One says champion on it, another one says golden toe on it. And at nighttime you want to separate it from the pile of the laundry to take two champion ones and not one champion and one golden toe. And you separate it out of the big pile of laundry and you put it aside and you're going to eat it and you're going to use it on Shabbat morning. Are you allowed to do that, Bechor?
No.
Why? Bechor is correct, by the way, Rudy. It's not allowed. Question is why?
If you take it out from the
Pile of the laundry.
take it out, you can allow it in the morning.
Very good. But what if you're not going to use it immediately?
Not allowed.
Not allowed. Now, Bechor, the question. What's the difference between the big apples and the small apples in one basket? That you said you're allowed to take the small apples out. If you don't want to serve it to your guests, to your people, you can take the small apples away. But that's not desirable. And you separate the undesirable out of the basket. It's like you're separating the bad out of the good. Why is this allowed? What we said, Kikiro?
Taste.
Huh?
Food,
Oh.
by taste.
When it goes to food, we following. Is it the same taste or not? Now, even two similar apples will not necessarily have perfect the same taste. Today I had a cluster of grapes. This side of the cluster of the grapes was sweeter than the other side.
Okay.
Sour. The other one was sweeter.
Taste is subjective.
So somebody told me it's about the sunset, what angle the sun was on top of the grapes. So right now you have a bunch of grapes in a bowl, and you want to take certain grapes out. Are you doing borer or no?
No.
Huh? Why not?
The same taste.
Same taste. But this taste, Meir John, is sour. The other taste is sweeter. Similar taste. Doesn't be perfectly exactly the same taste. Never gonna have the same exact taste.
Like taste is subjective. Though. Some people like sour.
Shakol shu.
ברשות מוריי ורבותיי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, שהכל נהיה בדברו. When you say Baruch Ata Hashem, you remember I told you, say Baruch, you have to bring down bracha from Keter down to Chochma Bin Hadad. Remember this or no? Chochma Bin Hadad. Remember or no? Then you say Ata, you have to bring down from Chochma down to Chesed. Hashem, from Da down to Tiferet. Elokeinu, from Bina down to Gvura. Melech HaOlam down to Malchut, then you have to bring it up to Keter, and then bring it down to Yetzirah, Bria, Asiyah to Olam Hazeh. She'akol niyah b'dvaro. That's always go in the sequence of 3, 3, 3. But you're bringing down the last 3 to Yetzirah, Bria, Asiyah. Abiyah. Bria, Yetzirah, Patom Asiyah. Remember this Bechor or no? You have to start doing kavanot when you say brachot, Bechor.
Я думал, нельзя делать каванот, это חוץ לארץ.
That's according to Bechor's Torah. But according to our Torah, ben ba'aretz, ben bechutz la'aretz, needed to say kavanot. I know. Bechor follows those poskim. But we follow the poskim that says, ben ba'aretz, ben bechutz la'aretz, you're supposed to say kavanot. That's why you have to join our club, you know? Follow whoever you want. .com.
איזה בולו בכור?
Amen. Now, Bechor, listen to this. Amen. You had a question, or we answer your question? We're good?
No, I said taste. People have different.
Subjective, yeah. So that's all depends on you. What do you prefer? Do you like onions or no? In your salad with the tomatoes and the cucumbers, do you like onions there or no? Some people say, Habibi, without onions it's not a salad. Only when it's spicy onion, that's a salad. So others say, no, don't put onions. I hate the onions. So for one person, the onions will be good. For another person, will be not good. So for the one that says, I don't like the onions, he will not be allowed to separate the onions away.
That's preference.
You understand? Bechor Famidim. Very good. Now, says Rav Ovadia, in page 173,
Why with food? We usually don't have melachot on Shabbat for food.
opposite, just the opposite. On Shabbat, we have the main melachot is on food. Just the opposite. Yeah. Now, before we said you need to have 3 conditions. Amir John. We need to have 3 conditions to do borer. Mr. David, God bless you. Thank you so much. You need to do borer with 3 conditions. First condition, David, what's the first condition? You have to separate good from bad. Second condition? Immediate purpose. Third condition? Not with a special tool, right? Not David John. Spoke about Mekubalim and they came. You see? I knew what to talk about. So now, Bechor, those 3 conditions you have to follow in order to not violate borer. Nachon? Question: can you separate with a fork?
Yes. You can separate.
Fork. You right now want to take this sushi with a fork and put it in your plate. You like the avocado roll sushi. You
can.
don't like the tuna roll sushi. Can you take the avocado roll sushi with
Yes.
your fork?
Yes.
Or it has to be with your hands?
Fork.
Why yes, mate?
Fork is considered as an extension of the hand.
Okay, good question. Good point. Good point. Good point. Rabotai, listen to this. Bechor, you have macaroni, pasta, and you don't want the soup. You want tekigav, not water.
No, this borer.
Can you use a fork to take the macaroni away or not?
No.
Huh? What about lozo borer, Bechor?
This borer then.
טוב, רפואה שלמה to you.
Как насчет суп?
Come.
Там же борер получится. Вы, значит, уже откладываете хорошее от
Akilov,
плохого.
your sushi has a lot of bracha. Look how many guys came today.
Как насчет суп? И не объявили даже.
Yeah, this is borer.
Huh?
If you take him with the things,
So that's what you're gonna learn right
now. You have to take with the good things.
Let's see.
Bad and good.
Let's see. Borer with fork is considered as an extension of one hands and not of a hand. Considered borer, hold on. It's considered an extension of the hand and not considered as borer with a special tool. Since the sages only prohibited to use a sieve or a sifter which are utensils specifically designed for borer. Whereas a fork is not designated for borer.
So why is there designed and here designated?
The fork itself not
Designated,
designated
designed. There's a simple.
The fork itself
You want me
not,
to rephrase it?
To be borer.
the fork itself is not designated as a borer.
נכון? Since the
Yeah,
fork.
but you're taking good as a, I mean, you're taking the good as a not good.
I don't know. Design.
You don't like the soup, and you're taking the good one.
Oh.
You're taking the macaron.
So
this
says
borer.
Rav Ovadia Yosef, when do we say tool for borer? Only something that it is designated for such a task.
Oh.
Bechor, fork, it's a tool that is designated for borer.
No.
It's designated to eat. You understand? Because of that, we're going to learn later. Can a person pour? Sometimes you have salad, and you want to pour the juice out, or you open a can of olives or some other things, and you want to pour the juice out. Can you pour the juice out?
Yeah.
You have a special.
That's how you're doing it.
You have a can, conserve. You're holding like this, and you're letting the water out. Why is it not a problem? You're using a tool. Bechor.
What tool?
Because it's together. It's
The conserve, the can,
It's not a tool.
the container.
It's not the tool. It's, all,
It's not a tool. It's just to hold, not a tool.
Oh, say better words. It's not designated tool for separation. Now in Israel, Bechor, there right now, you know Israel, God bless them, number one inventions country in the world, Israel. You know that or no? Новые вещи, которые вытаскивают. Now, the mind, always from Israel. Потом China does the hands, you know? Hakol kol Yaakov, yadayim yedei Esav. The hands of Esav, they're doing it. But the mind of the Jews. Majority of the inventions in the world, in comparison to the population we have in Israel, I don't remember what percentage, 30, 40% in the world inventions are in Israel. 45? Big number. I remember when we were in school, Bechor, the government gave special funds, I don't know how you say it, grants, to kids if they want to graduate high-level school. If you will invent something, the government pays you for your school.
Wow.
That's what they did with that. I heard about that. They did with one of the kids in Israel.
Yeah.
Created a,
They make the kids think.
Wow.
You know, kids has a lot of time in their hands, a lot of opportunities come to their mind. And it's a lot of invention came from these ideas. That the kid said, we can solve this problem like that, solve a problem like this, and they take this idea, they develop it, and they sell it, China, Pine, all these things.
one of the very, it was actually a Haredi kid. He invented in Israel, when a person starts their car, when the wheel touches the road, you know how we drive on the roads? Create electricity. That's how they create a lot of the electricity when they're driving on the road.
Uh-huh.
The roads themselves have the wires and they create electricity.
No? So now, Bechor, listen to this. In Israel, they invented, when you take the cans, when you open a can, conserve, what people do? They spill out all the water. And then whenever they didn't finish it, they don't know what to do with that. So in Israel, they made an idea. They put a net inside the conserve with levels. Net, setka. They put like a setka, reshotka inside, with levels. On the side, you want 1/3 sticking out, the water dripping. You take from there. Then you want deeper inside, you put it on the second level. Simple thing, but it's such an idea. Такая сетка в консерве поставили, чтобы вода текло, что у тебя остался вот этот оливка без много воды, чтобы было вкусно, приятно кушать. Shabbat, can you take out this сетка, this net, in order for the water to drip from the olives, from the pickles? Are you allowed to do that or no, Bechor?
No, it's a special tool.
Oh,
Special tool.
came all the rabbis and said, Rabotai, be very careful. This invention is good for regular days,
Designated for.
but it's not good for Shabbat days. Because on Shabbat, picking up the setka out of the conserve, out of the cans,
This is borer.
you 100% using a special designated separation tool.
Unless you eat everything now.
No, even if you eat everything right now. Because what we said, how many conditions you need to fulfill in order not to violate borer? All three.
You need now.
For now, good out of the bed, and not with a special tool. I hear you have a special tool. So, Bechor, a person that bring a conserve Shabbat, open that. He took out the net. Is Mechalel Shabbat or no?
Yes.
Amen.
100%.
How is it a special tool? If this special
So according to
they
our
did-
Torah, Bechor, is
they did-
Mechalel Shabbat.
Hold on, but
The
they did.
designated special.
מה שקדם רבה, מין conserve בו קרדם, מה שקדם?
The tool, the
זיני איש כי נגריפתה, פולי איש כי נגריפתה.
Правильно. Они
Поэтому не
придумали
надо
сейчас.
Бechor,
No, for Shabbat you say.
что стало? You eating your toki or you asking что
Сейчас,
стало?
сегодняшний день.
Bechor, we gotta put you on TikTok, eating toki.
Раньше этого не было.
Я знаю, поэтому it's a special tool. It's called designated.
Now, Bechor, listen to this. You open conserve Shabbat, you take out this net with the pickles, you separated the olives out of the juice. Roze Shabbat, mumkin is. Asu. Okay, Keish. Okay, asu.
Juice вылить можно, потом покушать.
Yes, but they don't want to spill the juice. Because if they didn't finish, they want to put it back inside the juice for it to stay fresh.
Yeah, how's it going?
You know, the olives that you spill out all the juice out, you put it on the plate. Then whenever you finish the meal, if you didn't finish the olive, it stays in the refrigerator, smells to make the whole refrigerator smell. At the end becomes like a dry and you throw it out.
Оливки ем, не знаю.
Okay?
You can't take the pickles out of the juice Saturday afternoon?
You could, but not with a special tool.
With your hands you could.
With the hands you could. But they have a special invention that take it with a net.
So then after,
Bechor
that,
family day.
then after that on Shabbat you can put inside the can with the water?
Yeah. If you didn't separate with a tool, you separate with your hands, you put it back in the hands. No problem. Now, Bechor, the guy says, Rabbi, the water inside, there's maybe 1 or 2 olives. I cannot reach it with my fingers. My fingers, gosh gija hordagi, each one like this, I cannot fit. I want to take the fork, go inside to rescue that olive.
That's no problem.
Like Rabbi Nachman promised to rescue the people out of Gehenom, you know? Zapeot. Can he do that on Shabbat or no? He took a fork. He asked him, listen, Vasya, why you took a fork? Why you didn't take a spoon? I want the juice not to come out. I want the juice to stay. I want just the olives to come out. So who said that you are right, Bechor? What is it? You are Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai? Because you eat with fork means what?
He has his own Torah, Rabbi.
I know.
Every Jew has his own Torah.
Каждый Авраам своя программа.
Каждого Авраама своя программа.
Yeah, the question, which one is going to make it through Gan Eden? You can have your versions. The question is, which one is going to make it through Gan Eden? Okay.
So hold on, if you're taking the macarons from the soup with the forks on Shabbat, is not considered as a borer?
Right, it's not. Because it's not
Not
a
a special tool.
special tool for
It's not designated.
borer.
Ты можешь взять вилкой там по другую.
Okay, no.
Не такой spatula.
You don't like the soup of the macaron, you like only macaron.
Right.
And now you're going to the
To the pot.
pot, and with your forks you're taking the macarons without soup, and you start eating.
Go ahead,
So
пожалуйста.
you're leaving the water inside
נכון?
without saladin.
But you use the
What about the same thing?
But no, if you like only the tuna and you don't like the corn or the onion,
No.
so you're taking with the tuna a little bit leaving over there, or you're cleaning for you because you're eating only the tuna. So this borer.
But that's borer because you take the corn out.
Yeah.
You
not
don't
out,
like
on
the-
plate on the plate on your plate. What do you mean out?
What do you take? Explain yourself.
This is a plate. You have tuna salad. Now tuna salad.
Tuna
corn
salad
and
with
onion.
corn and onion.
Yeah, you're
Good.
taking out only the tuna. You're eating only
Good.
the tuna.
מותרים לכם,
And-
מותרים לכם,
and,
מותרים
and
לכם.
then the corn and this you're taking out
You're taking out.
in the plate.
No, you're removing.
Yeah.
Problem.
Problem, of course.
Not because you use the fork. Because you remove the corn and the onion away.
That's what I'm asking.
You
That's what I'm
separate
asking. You're taking.
Yeah, problem. Who took his parking, Rabotai? Make sure you don't take the parking of the
Same
person.
as
Atom Butzi is Lilu Nishmat somebody. Ah. Oh, check, the rabbi is there, inside the office. Today you came to pay for parking.
no. My question is that
Number
when you're
two.
doing in the soup the same way, you make a separation.
But pay attention, Hagai John. Whenever you eat the soup with the macaron, you take out what you want with a fork, which is the
Got
macaron.
something good.
You're taking the good out of whatever you don't want, the juice.
Same thing.
You
tuna.
did it for eating now, and you're doing it with your hands. Why? It's my fork. Fork, it's extension
Over your head.
of your hands.
So you're not
Let one person
separating.
talk on the
So
time.
you're not separating over here. You're saying.
You are separating in a kosher way.
But good from bad. Yeah.
No. I mean, if I have salad over here, I'm gonna take only the tuna, like this, eating. That's it. The rest I'm gonna leave.
Very good, no
So this
problem.
is not the problem.
Because
it's
you
not
fulfill-
separation.
You
I mean, the
separate it
separation,
in a
but
kosher way.
separating to eat.
Exactly.
You're taking and eating.
Exactly. Got it?
But don't
Now-
separate the
All
corn.
you could do with the fork.
Yes.
Patom kosher.
Yes. According to Rabbi Ovadia, we're gonna see that not everybody agreed with that.
If this in the soup, if this in the soup,
not
some vegetable you take it out
designated.
and put over here, so you're not allowed.
Right. Fork, spoon, no problem. Are they tools for separation or are they tools for eating? What are the tools for? That's it.
It's not a filter.
Got it? Clear? Soon Meir is going to teach us Shalom Bayit class. Till then, we're going to teach Halachot Shabbat class. Okay, number 2.
Patom parasha.
Okay. Is it allowed to pour liquid from a mixture of a liquid and solids from one vessel to another until the last drops dripping out from the container? You want to spill out the juice from the salad? You like it together with the oshpalo? But you're dripping all the juices out, all the drops, till the last drop. Are you allowed to do that or no? So says the Gemara, says the Rav Ovadia Yosef. Number 2, based on what the Magen Avraham wrote, if one pours liquid from a mixture of a liquid and solids from a vessel to another vessel, it is allowed, even if the last drop dripping out from the container, as long as one drinks the juice immediately. Although this involves separating the liquid from the solid using a vessel. Since the vessel is not specifically designated for borer, it is considered as an extension of one's hands, which makes it allowed to perform borer for immediate consumption. You understand or no? One person learned Gemara Masechet Shabbat. He came to my house when I used to live in Forest Hills. Shabbat, we're sitting. My child likes the juice of the soup, of the salad. So my relative took out the juice, give it to the guy. Why borer? Why borer? He says, the Gemara says that whenever you're drinking wine and there's a sediment on the bottom of the wine barrel, Gemara says you're not allowed to go all the way to the last drops. So here, the juice in the salad, if you go like this and you are leaking till the last drops, you violated Shabbat. Boer.
If you're doing this to the vessel that is
Now-
allowed to the Shabbat,
Question, Rabotai, is Kikiro. Question is as follows: when a person dripping something out, pouring something out, what's considered that you separated the bad out of the good, or the good out of the bad? How do we look at it?
That's wanted. He wants the juice.
Mary, understand the
Juice is good.
huh?
Look only the positive.
You will look only on positive.
Forget about the negative.
Good. But how is Allah looking at it, Meir?
Also, it's all positive.
That's good out of bad, and it's immediate use.
It's all good.
And also, he's not using like a designated tool, so it's okay.
So look, if we'll say that juice that leaking out It's what you separated away.
He wants it, so.
So he doesn't want it. No, I'm saying, let's say in a pickles, right? You open a pickle can, you want to spill out the juice.
Okay.
You open a tuna can, you want to spill out the juice.
problem.
You right?
Yeah.
You want to drink this juice?
No.
I want to throw it away. So question, you right now taking the bad out of the good? Or you say, no, Rabbi John, what are you talking about? What left in my hands? The good. So I took the good out of the bad. I didn't take the bad out of the good.
Bad is going out, but
You're
it's
holding the good.
I'm holding the
You're
good.
stealing the bad.
Yeah. So
it's
how
good.
do we look at it by halakha?
It's a kosher way to do
Ah,
it.
Baruch.
There is
How
no,
do we look at it by halakha?
there is no mixture in between liquid and the solid.
So Meir bringing good point
there
and
is
borer
no-
belach. Okay. Hold it, Meir. Hold it. There is an opinion like you're saying. But besides that opinion, it's debatable opinion. And borer belach or no?
Everything is debatable.
Nachon. So now whenever you have borer, it's machloket. And borer belach. Now question is Meir, anytime you have a debate in Torah law, what is the law? When you have a debate, safek, in Torah law, what's the law? Safek, deoraita, lechumra. So we cannot go ahead and spill out the liquid saying, Rabbi, no borer belach. No borer applied to liquids, right? It's debatable. So we have to come up with another solution. Comes out Magen Avraham and says, listen, what the Gemara said, you're not allowed to spill the wine until the last drops. When it comes to the sediment mixture, leave it behind with the liquid. Gemara is talking whenever you're not eating it immediately. If you're going to eat it immediately, no problem. You separated what you wanted from whatever you didn't want. So how did Magen Avraham look at it? What's considered to be separate? What comes out or what stays in your hands? Again, Magen Avraham says, when the Gemara did not allow separating the barrel of the wine with until the last drops with the sediment is.
Sorry.
Gemara is referring whenever you're not going to drink that wine immediately. That's how Magen Avraham explains the Gemara. But if you would drink that immediately, you'll be allowed. Stop. If I would drink that immediately, I will be allowed? Yeah. So what did I separate when I tilted the barrel, when I tilted the barrel with the sediment? Did I separate the good out of the bad?
No.
Or I'm looking what left in my hands, which is the bad out of the good. How do we look at it?
Whatever you have in your hand, which is good.
The good to,
So
into
the
the
wine
bad.
sediment is a bad in your hand.
Sediment is not edible for me.
So it's bad.
It's bad.
That's why.
So do we look what's left in your hands or what dripped out?
So the bad stayed in your hand in the wine case.
My kavanah was to take out.
So in
So do we
wine,
go after your kavanah? Or do we go after reality in your hands left
We're
out?
talking about the wine now.
Wine.
Else now.
To separate that wine away from the sediment.
that's it.
So Rabotai, this is open to a interpretation. Machloket.
Yesterday we learned that Shabbat is everything with the youth, right?
Everything is with the machshava. Okay? That's what Magen Avraham says. And Ravad Yosef concludes that Magen Avraham is right. That juice that you're dripping out from the salat, if you will drink that juice immediately, use that immediately, put it on your osh palo, whatever it is, and you're going to eat it immediately, even until the last drop, no problem.
Is there a time frame on it immediately?
Yeah, we spoke about this in previous classes. That immediately means immediately.
5 minutes, no 30 minutes, 30 seconds. No.
B'di'avad 5 minutes. B'di'avad of di'avad 30 minutes. It's maybe Mechalel Shabbat, maybe. Le'altar. Yeah. Rabbi Avad Yosef says the Gemara didn't say do it close to the eating. Gemara says do it immediately to the eating.
What's considered immediate? How many minutes?
Yes, Bechor. What do you want to bring the sufganiyot?
During the meal, for example.
Rabbi, who said this?
טוב,
This is the rabbi.
till now רבותיי הלכות שבת, now we're going to פרשה, ברכה, בכל פרשה היא חנוכה.